Hey there, Monica Wallace, Midwife Musings vlog. I am at day 10 post-op. I can't believe how fast this has been going. It's really crazy to actually think about because it feels like I just got out of surgery like yesterday. So I don't know how this is going by so quickly. One of my biggest fears was like, what am I going to do for 6 to 8 weeks while I'm recovering? Like, how am I going to make that time go by? I mean, obviously I have plenty to do, but I was a little bit worried about that. But here we are at day 10. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's gone so quickly. I can't believe it's been so easy, pretty much. I mean, I was just telling Jason yesterday that, I know there was a lot of pain in the first couple of days. I know there was. I remember being in pain. But I don't ever remember it being so crazy or so bad where I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot handle it. And I didn't even take my pain pills a lot, honestly. Not in the beginning that much because I really wanted to have the experience and I really wanted to just feel, what it feels like. And I mean, I didn't want to suffer, obviously. And I didn't because when it started to get bad, I did take the pain pills. But, I just I don't remember it being like, whoa, this is so bad. Like, I just can't handle it. But at the same time, I have dealt with a lot of pain in my life. I mean, think about it, 30 years of endometriosis and then the past, like, who knows, 10, 12 years of these humongous fibroids. I mean, I think my pain threshold is pretty freaking high. So yeah, I mean, I've dealt with it for a long time. So it's not like it was anything new to me. And honestly, the pain felt pretty similar. There's definitely been uterine cramping. I've felt my uterus cramping, especially like the last few days. It feels kind of like a period, and it's probably because my uterus is contracting down and trying to get back to the size you remember in, I think it was my second video, I showed you like where my uterus was, like all the way up here above my belly button, and it's supposed to be down behind your pubic bone. It's about this big, should only be about this big. And so my uterus was huge. It was up to my belly button, needs to go all the way down behind my pubic bone, and that's going to take a long time. The doctor said it's going to take about 6 months for it to get back to normal, which is crazy. 6 months, it's a long time. But think about what she did to it, I mean, pulled it out and, took these huge fibroids out of it and made incisions into it. And it was already inflamed. It was already enlarged. So, it went through a lot. It went through a lot too. So yeah, so I've been having some cramping, like period cramping, and I've had like a tiny bit of spotting, and I actually called my doctor about it a few days ago, and she said that that's not typical considering the fibroids were not inside of my uterus, they were on the outside. So when you have subserosal fibroids, which are on the outside, and luckily, and I'm so grateful, if you remember watching my first video, you remember me saying, I really hope and pray that these fibroids are just like so superficial and they're right on the surface of my uterus, and they were. I'm just like, I could not be more happy about it. I'm so grateful. I'm so incredibly grateful that that was the case. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. So, but sometimes the fibroids are submucosal, which are on the inside of the uterus. And when those types of fibroids are removed, excuse me, when those types of fibroids are removed, you will have a little bit of bleeding if you have that type of myomectomy. And so, luckily I didn't, they were all on the surface. And so I haven't really had bleeding. I had a little bit of spotting. My doctor said that it's probably, just from rustling my uterus around. And I mean, it went through a lot again. So yeah, pretty normal. I have been up and walking, I mean, basically from the first day. I got up and walked 20 minutes after getting out of anesthesia because they wanted me to do that to get out of the hospital. I've needed help until probably, I'd say about day 5 or 6. And then I was able to help well, that's not true. Day 3, my friend Tina was making me get out of bed by myself, but she was doing it to help me. I need to build my muscles. But I was only doing that maybe once or twice a day, and then I was getting help the rest of the time. And then by like day 5 or 6, I could get out of bed and get up and go to the bathroom by myself pretty often, at least 5 or 6 times a day. But by the end of the day, like by the evening, I was really, really tired, and I just really needed someone to give me a hand, because it takes a lot out of you. Your body went through a lot, it takes a lot out of you. So it's really important that if you have been through this surgery, you're going to go through this surgery, you listen to your body and you only do as much as your body is telling you is okay. So very important. So very important. So, yeah. So by the end of the evening, I usually have my husband help me get in and out of bed. It's just nice to like give myself that little break, even though I can do it myself. I've been getting up in the middle of the night and going to the bathroom by myself. Jason hasn't been sleeping in bed with me because like I still have the backup because it's more comfortable to sleep this way right now. Because it's just, the incision feels like I'm stretching it, like it's stretching if I lay down flat, even though I was laying down flat in the first couple days, because that's how I got the gas out, like laying down flat and then coming back up and then laying down flat again actually got the gas out. So that's a little pro tip for you. And then, so Jason's been sleeping on the couch and I've been sleeping in here by myself with Lolo. Lolo's here next to me constantly. Yeah, hi, Lolo. She's been my little nurse. It's been so sweet, so sweet. So anyway, yeah, so the past couple of days I've gotten up by myself and went to the kitchen. My mom brought this walker for me. Cute, right? Never thought that I'd really need that, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. It helps me and it feels good, and the thing is that I can walk by myself fine. It helps to hold on to the walls and it helps to hold on to stuff, just because like, I still feel a little weak. I've been in bed for over a week now, not the whole time, but I haven't worked out. I mean, I used to work out. I used to work out every single day. I did yoga and I did squats and I did legs and I did arms and I did abs like a crazy person. So my body's like getting a little bit weaker. So I'm making sure that I get up and I move around several times every single day. Do not just stay in bed, because that will make you weak. In the beginning, it can also cause blood clots. So really important that you're moving around, you're getting your circulation going. So I've been doing that a lot, but I come back to bed and I do my resting session too. But what I really like about this walker is that it has like the little, I don't know if you can see it, it's got the little like seat thing on it. And so that's what I really wanted it for, is because I can't hold or carry anything more than 5 pounds until 6 weeks post-op. That's a long time to not carry anything. I mean, most things in my house are over 5 pounds. So that's why I wanted the walker. I really wanted it for the seat so that I could put anything that I need, like if I need to go to the kitchen and get things or get food or get whatever I need to do, and put it on the seat of the walker and then bring it back with me to the bedroom. So I've been walking. I mean, the most that I walked is probably like 10-15 minutes tops, like just around the house, like going to the kitchen and going to other rooms and like just checking on things. Today, my mom is with me. My mom's been with me. She was with me 2 days last week, and then Jason was off, so he was with me yesterday, and then my mom's with me again today and tomorrow. But we don't really have anybody who can walk Lolo, and my mom, she doesn't walk very far either anymore. She has trouble with her knees, and so she can't really walk Lolo, and Jason's at work for like 15-16 hours today. So I'm like, okay, well, Lolo's got to go for a walk. So I was going to take the walker, but that didn't work because I didn't think I was going to be able to get it back outside, get it back inside. And my mom was like, oh, just sit on the walker and hold the leash and I'll push you. I'm like, okay, that's never going to work. Because I don't think she realizes how heavy I am. She can't push me. And so I went and I took Lolo for the walk, and Lolo wants to go all the way to this stop sign, which is like, I don't know how many feet away. I'm not very good with that, but it's further than I wanted to go, or I felt comfortable with. But she had to go pee on the stop sign, so I walked and I took my mom's cane and I was like walking, and I walk fine, like my recovery's been amazing. Like the quick, I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how blown away I am by how great and how quick and how easy this recovery has been. but I still don't, I need a little bit of help with walking and stuff, especially if it's for a long time or far, because you get really tired. You get very, very tired. It feels like it just takes tons out of you. So I walked down to the stop sign with Lolo, but I was like the whole time, I'm like, oh my gosh, please, I hope I can make it there. I hope I can make it back. And my mom's like walking behind me. She's hobbling along. I'm hobbling along, hobbling only because I'm trying to like hold my belly like in place, because there's so much pressure down there. There's so much pelvic pressure, like, and especially a lot of pressure at the incision site. So it feels really weird. It's not really painful. It just feels really funny. So we must have been like a sight to see parading down the sidewalk with Lolo in front. I'm trying to pull her back so she doesn't go too fast. I'm like holding my stomach in and like going as slowly as I can. Then my mom's like hobbling behind me. She's like with her hand on my back, like that's doing something. And I'm like, oh my God, my neighbors must wonder what in the world is wrong with us. So anyway, I made it. I made it to the stop sign. Lolo peed. We made it back. Took a little shortcut in our yard, and I said to my mom, like, oh, well, let's take this shortcut. And she's like, oh, it's only a few steps, but this shortcut sounds great. So anyway, we made it. Tomorrow I'm going to see if a friend can come and walk Lolo, because Jason's at work for like 16 hours again tomorrow. I don't want to, my neighbors to think anything weird about us. No, really, I don't care. I really don't care. And maybe tomorrow it'll be an easier walk since I did it today, but it was the first time I had walked any further than like going to the kitchen or stepping out the back door. So, I was a little like, this is kind of scary, but my body feels great. Everything is wonderful. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for my doctor and so thankful how well this went. And I owe it all to my doctor. I owe it to my caregivers, and I owe it to myself. I owe it to myself for preparing my body as best as possible, preparing my mind. So important. Supplements, eating the right foods, working out, and just doing everything as well as I could for my body, and for doing that post-op as well. I started taking my supplements right away, like the second day. And I like started slow because I was still coming off anesthesia and all of that. So, I started slow, but it was, I wanted to start them right away, and they have been working, let me tell you. So if you are somebody who has surgery coming up, any type of surgery, but especially myomectomy, hysterectomy, endometriosis excision, whether it's laparoscopic or whether it's abdominal, hit me up. And let's talk about how we can make your recovery as easy and as painless and as quick as mine was. I am living proof. It can be done. Recovery can be amazing, and it can heal you in a lot of ways. I have healed in so many ways during this recovery period, mentally, physically, emotionally, especially after all of these decades having these diseases, and now they're gone from my body. I am so excited about it, so happy about it. If you have not seen my before and after picture too, go look at the video right before this one. It's at the end of it, and also at the end of it is the picture of the fibroid too, the real picture of the fibroid, the surgical picture, and all the fibroids. I say fibroid because like that one is just in my head, like, oh my God, this humongous fibroid, but there were 4 of them. There were 4. So yeah, good stuff. Tonight, my mom is making chicken. I've been eating lots of good clean foods: chicken, quinoa, sweet potatoes, rice, celery, carrots, apples, having green smoothies every day, spinach and broccoli Jason made for me the other day, steamed spinach and broccoli with sauteed with garlic and oil. So good. So yeah, today I did a couple of squats too. Shh, don't tell anybody. I did a couple of squats just to keep my legs, strong and good. So, but today I'm tired now tonight after all that walking and going outside, and I went to the kitchen and I looked through the refrigerator to see what kind of food I had for, because I've been trying to like plan my meals a little too. Jason put the chicken in a pan and seasoned it for me and everything before he left for work this morning, so my mom could just like stick it in the oven. and that worked out really well. So yeah, it's good stuff. I'm so excited. I went back and watched my first video that I made for this particular section of the vlog today, and it's amazing, and all the things I was so worried about and all the things that I was like, and everything turned out perfectly. And I believe that that has so much to do with a positive mind and a positive attitude, and being surrounded by a village, being surrounded by people that love you and that you love, and prayer and good vibes and positive thoughts and all of those things all work. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys now. I've already made this video a little bit too long. I want you to subscribe and like to this vlog, please. And if you can, I want you to share it also, because there are so many women dealing with fibroids and endometriosis. And I feel like this vlog can really help them a lot. It really can. There's so much good information in here. And, with my experience now, having gone through it and still going through it, and also with my medical background as a licensed midwife and as a women's health counselor, doula, I have so much to share, and I would love it if you would share it. Help me share it. All right. Subscribe and like. I will see you soon.